Hey guys, Zen here and welcome back. We've actually got a few things to discuss in this video and even the potential for Season 2, so let's get into this, guys. First up, I wanted to talk about the recent survey. Now, this has been a pretty big topic from within the community, but just in case you haven't heard, Ubisoft sent out a survey basically looking for direct feedback about Siege and what players would like to see happen with the game. Some of the more interesting questions that came out of this survey were if we'd like to see new game modes introduced, or how we felt about the different events that have popped up recently, and also if more co-op style experiences should be implemented. Overall, it was a little more specific than we're used to seeing with game surveys, so it's clear that Ubisoft is probably planning something big for the future of the Rainbow Six franchise. It could be possible that we see a full-on campaign come out of this. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Back with Operation Chimera, Ubisoft did a ton of lore building with the cooperative mode. Everything from the Outbreak itself to the introduction of Lion and Finka, they just really focused on bringing us a story that came with the mode so it didn't feel tacked on and gave it more purpose. Now, even though this is a multiplayer focused game, it should be obvious at this point that the devs are taking the lore behind all of the operators very serious. At the Six Invitational this year, we got a look at the Hammer and the Scalpel, a CGI trailer that serves no other purpose than to build on the story and lore behind a few of the operators in the game, Thatcher and Dokkaebi namely, and in short, it was awesome. So yeah, Ubisoft wants to know what else is possible with Siege, and at least for me, it starts with what's already there. As I've said in the past, I think Terrorist Hunt is in desperate need of a makeover, and I'd also like to see Tachanka and Castle reworked before we take any more steps toward a campaign. What do you guys think? If the devs were to ask you what's next for Siege, how would you reply? Let us know down below. Next, I want to talk about Season 2. It happened fast, but Operation Burnt Horizon will only be here for a few more weeks, and a brand new season will begin to kick off. So far, all the leaks point to an attacker with a silent step ability like Caveira, but also kind of a 2-in-1 with the ability to be cloaked from cameras like Vigil. There's also the Defender that supposedly is going to be immune to flash grenades, but also able to see through smoke. Now, a lot of this stuff was actually removed because it came out to be fake, but this kind of thing has happened in the past, so there is always the possibility that there's some truth to it. But to be honest, this is the most quiet leaks have been for a new season of Siege in a very long time. Now, recently there was some new info that came out about the two new operators, so as far as we know, their names could be Nulk and Warden, but of course that is not at all confirmed, so take it with a grain of salt. Beyond that, guys, we have what we know. Two new operators, one Danish, the other United States Secret Service, of course the rework to Cafe, and last I knew, we're also getting Pick and Ban in Ranked next season, which is actually huge. Moving on, I wanted to quickly let you guys know about the new Bug Hunter program, because finally there's more incentive to help improve the game. So Ubisoft announced this new initiative as a way to reward players who find bugs. In the test server, if you find a bug and report it to R6Fix, if it's the first time that particular bug is reported, you'll get what's called an acknowledgement. If you rack up 3 of these acknowledgements, you'll receive a charm of the old Raptor Legs glitch from back in year 1 of the game. If you really think about it, this is probably the rarest charm in the game because it isn't being offered in the loot pool in the regular game, and you also have to be the very first person 3 times to have found a new bug of the thousands that play in the test server and many, many more when it includes new operators. I've always felt like there needs to be more incentive to play in the test server in general because sometimes it's some really minor changes that aren't really all that exciting, so not a lot of people take the time to download it and wait for a lobby. Now though, at the very least, if you're someone who's always looking for bugs, glitches, and exploits, you'll be honored for that, which I think is pretty cool. Now real quick, boys, shout out to you. In my last video, I promised you guys that if you spotted out my latest ace, that I'd shout you guys out, and you guys absolutely killed it with over 5,000 comments on that video. So there's just so many of you guys to shout out, and all the love and support is just amazing. So I thank you so much for that, guys. You have no idea. It's absolutely crazy, but it's so lit at the same time. So I just wanted to make sure to shout you guys out. It's insane how active you guys are here, but I appreciate every single comment. So shout out to you. But that's everything, guys. Keeping it simple with some light, you dig? But I want to hear from you. What are some new things you'd like to see in Rainbow Six Siege? And hey, how long you been a sub? Let me know everything in a comment down below. If you did enjoy this video, please drop a like and subscribe with notifications if you're new. With that being said, it's been Zen. Hey, I'm out.